Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. I'm Gwendolyn Morton. We're here where every story starts here. Right here in Madison County, a man is sentenced for a decades-old murder plus 2 bank robberies. Suspects are behind bars and a winner in a Wallingford media contest. We've got Sam Ryan in the Weather Center and the very latest forecast. Plus, Michael Watkins is coming up with your look at sports today, live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day, in a Madison County courtroom today, Jacoby Chenault was sentenced to 15 years in prison in connection to the 2010 murders of Charles Walker and Sansere Warford. The sentencing follows Chenault's recent Alford plea to 2 counts of conspiracy to commit murder. The sentence consists of 15 years for each count. He would be serving concurrently, resulting in a total of 15 years of incarceration. This case has been a long and painful journey for the family of Sansere Warford. Her mother, Rosalind Martin, previously stated it's been a long time coming, expressing the family's decade-long pursuit of justice. 3 other men have already admitted to their involvement in the couple's deaths, and Warford's family has been steadfast in their desire to see Chenault held accountable for allegedly paying to have them killed. Chenault's sentencing marks a significant development in this nearly 10-year-old case. While the family had initially prepared for a trial, this Alford plea and subsequent sentencing does bring a degree of closure. Well, when attempting a seemingly impossible task, you probably heard someone say you have a better chance of winning the lottery. Well, it turns out if they're talking about getting every single pick right in the NCAA National Basketball Tournament, they're correct. According to press releases from Mega Millions, the most recent odds are 1 in roughly 290 million. While guessing a 100% accurate NCAA National Basketball Tournament bracket is 1 in 9.2 quintillion odds. Hundreds of contestants attempted to do just that in the 100.7 the Coyote Basketball Bracket Challenge this year. However, there was only one first-place winner. With more on this, here's WBON TV's Gage Hill.
Over 350 people registered for this year's 100.7 the Coyote Basketball Bracket Challenge. Contestants filled out their brackets and chose their winners out of 64 college basketball teams, all vying for the title of NCAA National Champ. In the end, though, it was the Gators of the University of Florida who ended up going home with the historic win, making U of F the only university thus far to win 3 national championships in both football and men's basketball. The Florida Gators weren't the only winners, of course, as John Oliver of Lexington was the lucky first-place finalist in the Coyote Bracket Challenge. Mr. Oliver was present at Bracket Challenge headline sponsor Excel Auto Care in Richmond earlier today to claim his prize of a new 65-inch LG Smart TV. Oliver tells us that his win was the result of a little educated guessing and a lot of luck. Oliver won with an impressive rate of correctly guessing the results of 52 out of 63 tournament games. If you take into consideration that nobody has ever filled out a 100% accurate bracket and that there are over 9 quintillion possible outcomes in a regular NCAA national tournament, just getting 11 guesses wrong sounds pretty good. 100.7 The Coyote and WBON TV would like to congratulate Mr. Oliver on his big win and send out a big thank you to the hundreds of people who competed in this year's Bracket Challenge. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Thanks, Gage, and congratulations to that winner. Well, 2 individuals were arrested in London on Wednesday afternoon and are facing burglary charges, according to the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. Just before 4 p.m. on April the 9th, investigators reportedly found 47-year-old Sheila Smith and 56-year-old David Jordan inside a residence on Broad Street. Authorities stated both individuals appeared to be under the influence. Smith and Jordan were arrested and charged with third-degree burglary and public intoxication of a controlled substance. Officials reported that Smith allegedly told deputies she entered the residence simply to use the Wi-Fi. Deputies also found several glass pipes in a bag Smith reportedly held in her possession. Both Smith and Jordan have been booked into the Laurel County Correctional Center. Well, we've got a sad update to a case of Julie Edie The 60-year-old woman who was reportedly missing in December of 2024 after her vehicle was found on Athens-Boonesboro Road. The Fayette County coroner has now confirmed that Ms. Edie has been found deceased. According to the coroner's report released today, Julie Edie's date of death is listed as March the 5th, 2025. The cause of death has been determined to be a gunshot wound. The location of the death is listed as 4000 block of Athens-Boonesboro Road, the same area where her vehicle was discovered. Ms. Edie, who was originally from Michigan, had last been heard from on November the 26th of 2024 after telling friends that she was traveling to Florida. Well, one person was hospitalized following a collision in Lexington Thursday morning. According to officials, police had blocked off the I-75 southbound on-ramp from North Broadway due to a two-vehicle collision involving a box truck. One person was taken from the scene to a hospital. The extent of the victim's injuries have not yet been released. The roadway has since been cleared and reopened. The cause of the crash is currently unknown, and of course we'll bring you updates when more information is available. Lexington police have made 2 arrests in connection with a Wednesday afternoon bank robbery on Richmond Road. Authorities report that a man entered the Central Bank at the 2200 block of Richmond Road around 3:30, demanding money, and then fled in a vehicle with an undisclosed amount. The suspect vehicle was quickly located in the 1000 block of East New Circle Road. Following the investigation, 21-year-old Jamalachi Taylor has been charged with first-degree robbery, first-degree fleeing or evading police, possession of a handgun by a convicted felon, first offense trafficking in a controlled substance, second-degree criminal mischief, reckless driving, and leaving the scene of an accident. An 18-year-old, Jacorian Dawson, was also arrested and charged with first-degree robbery, tampering with physical evidence, and third-degree fleeing or evading police. Both Taylor and Dawson are currently lodged in the Fayette County Detention Center. Well, a fire at a Scott County Thursday morning might have resulted in the death of some animals. According to officials, firefighters responded to a structure fire at the 1800 block of White Oak Road around 11:10 a.m. When emergency crews arrived at the scene, they reportedly observed heavy smoke coming from a mobile home. Battalion Chief Adam White stated that it took crews 45 minutes to get to the fire under control. White additionally stated that while no one was inside the home, there were a few pets inside that likely did not make it. At this time, the cause of the fire is unknown and is under investigation. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We've got lots more news, including we'll take a look at the weather with Sam. That's coming up next.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
We would like to invite you to join our family at Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Outdoor Power has become a family tradition, with 3 generations here bringing you years of experience.
We will help you find the best selection of outdoor power equipment from Co-Cadet, Grasshopper, DeWalt, Makita, Echo, Shindawa, and now Steel in our Georgetown store.
Or bring your equipment into our service department. We will keep it running for years to come.
And as with all families, we have to keep Mama happy. So come on in and see us at Bishop's Small Engine Repair in Richmond and in Georgetown.
Are you tired of the same food options when you're trying to decide what's for dinner? Let Mammut Bar and Grill in Richmond ease that burden. Their one-of-a-kind menu offers fine Mexican options, plus burgers, a large selection of sandwiches and wraps, pasta, steaks, seafood, and a full list of appetizers. You can please everyone on your guest list with a trip to Mammut Bar and Grill, located in Richmond at 2187 Lexington Road, across from Whitehall Elementary School.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow!
When it comes to having someone work on our homes, you need someone you can trust. Someone who will get the job done the right way and be with you throughout the entire process. At Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration, they will meet with you and explain what needs to be done. They won't take advantage of you during your time of need and offer free roof inspections, water damage cleanup, water remediation, and restoration, plus more services. Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration. Online at KentuckyRoofWorks.com and on Facebook. There when you need us.
Welcome back to Live at 5. We've got Sam in the Weather Center going to take a look at the forecast.
Hi, thanks, Gwendolyn. Welcome, everybody. Well, we had a fairly decent afternoon. Things are really greening up. We're getting some of those morning rain showers pushing through the area. A bit of sunshine. Now, we've got some more storms that are going to track in here a little bit later today. They're already approaching the western part of the state and also down to the south. They are moving pretty quickly out of the northwest and heading this direction. So they may arrive as early as about 7 p.m. Most of the modeling are coming in around 9 or 10 p.m. So we'll wait and see. And the bottom line is some of that rain's going to linger across the region into the overnight and early tomorrow morning, only expecting about 1/4 of an inch to maybe about 4/10 of an inch of rainfall, all things said and done. It does taper off tomorrow, and we will begin to clear on out later on in the evening as ridging develops. But it's going to be cool out here yet. So we have this system moving in from the west, or northwest, that is. We do have technically a marginal threat for an isolated severe storm. That is for wind gusts, maybe some hail. But even that's going to be stretching it a little bit. I'm not bullish on this whatsoever. No tornadoes here. There's no rotation in the atmosphere. The winds throughout the atmosphere are coming in right out of the west. And so these could produce, again, some hail. Some gusty winds are certainly possible. And so that moves on by. The problem is by the time it reaches us, the sun will have set. There's not much instability left in the atmosphere for these to feed off of. So again, just some light showers, light drips. Cool temperatures, though. We've got this trough over us here for the next couple days. We'll have a brief warm-up early next week and then kind of cooler again. And then the whole pattern should begin to flip right around Easter time. Okay, we're talking summer-like weather. So anyway, we'll get 51 out there tomorrow. Maybe some patchy frost Friday night and Saturday night. Some sunshine through the weekend. High near 70 Monday and then cooler midweek.
Thanks, Sam. You can check out that full forecast up at our website, WBONTV.com. It's also available on our Facebook page. On Wednesday, Christopher Talby, the man accused of murdering 2 people at a southern Bourbon County home, appeared in court for his arraignment. Reportedly, Talby entered a not guilty plea in connection to the killing of Dixie Brainerd and Charles Calloway. According to the arrest warrant, Talby killed Brainerd by shooting her in the head and killed Calloway by stabbing him and hitting him with multiple times with a baseball bat. Our media partner, LEX18, spoke with the families of the victims and got their reactions. Daniel Brainerd, Dixie's dad, said, "We're not going to let her memory die in the way that he wanted her to go away. That's not going to be Dixie's story." He went on to say that Dixie was protective of her 4-month-old son, Casey, and beyond strong. She was tough. Dixie didn't back down from nothing. Like I said, he had to use a gun to get her because he knew that he couldn't take her down. Calloway's siblings were informed that he was the second victim on Tuesday. Crystal Brown, Charles's oldest sister, "When we found out, we all just packed up and drove here as fast as we could. It's just a shame because he's a good person. Even his kids lost a good dad. The last time they had spoken together was a couple of months ago. Both families are now seeking justice in this case. Lexington police are investigating a shooting that occurred in the Creekside Court area early Thursday morning. According to officials, officers were dispatched at 1:20 a.m. in response to a reported shooting. At the scene, they found an occupied residence and a vehicle parked in the driveway had been struck by gunfire. Police say that only one person was in the home at the time of the incident. No injuries have been reported. Shell casings were reportedly recovered from the scene. An investigation is ongoing. Officials ask that if you have any information regarding the case, contact the Lexington Police Department. Louisville police arrested a fugitive Wednesday after reportedly finding him in a home's ductwork. According to the court records, the fugitive, 52-year-old Michael McWhorter, was arrested in May of 2024 after allegedly threatening to cut someone's head off with a machete. He was charged with third-degree terroristic threatening on a convicted felon in possession of a handgun and other traffic charges and released on a $2,500 bond. Reportedly, McWhorter stopped going to court hearings in February of 2025. Police were able to locate McWhorter at a home in the 2000 block of Xavier Street. A SWAT team was notified and arrived at the home. After a few hours of searching, officers found McWhorter. According to police, he was hiding so well in the house that he got himself stuck in the home's ductwork. The SWAT team then got him out and placed him under arrest. McWhorter is currently lodged in the Louisville Metro Detention Center. His arraignment is scheduled for tomorrow. Well, on Tuesday, Nicholasville police arrested a man for distribution of child pornography. According to officials, an investigation conducted by the department's Criminal Investigation Division revealed 22-year-old Jonathan Kinder had uploaded child sexual abuse material to a social media platform. Kinder was charged with 4 counts of distribution of matter portraying a sexual performance by a minor under 12 years of age and was lodged in the Jessamine County Detention Center. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news, including we're going to take a look at the sports with Michael coming up next.
Discover the hometown difference at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond, Kentucky. Family owned and operated for 60 years, we're dedicated to providing outstanding customer service and a welcoming atmosphere. Our friendly staff is here to help you find the perfect vehicle and keep it running smoothly. Take a look at our new and quality pre-owned vehicles at jackburford.com.
Estill County EMA CSEP is a huge asset to those in Estill and surrounding counties. CSEP in Estill County has partnered with Everbridge to bring you alert and notification services that will allow you to maintain your contact info and ensure you receive alerts for locations in Estill County that are important to you. For more information and to register your device, visit EstillCountyEMA.net. You can also stay up to date with your county by following Estill County EMA CSEP on Facebook, helping you stay safe at home.
Hey y'all, it's Sawyer.
And Gus and PD.
From Hickson Punson, Kentucky Lawyers.
Sawyer, can I ask you a question? If size matters, why did David beat Goliath?
That's because it's not the size of the dog in the fight that matters, it's the size of the fight in the dog. If you've been hurt in an accident and want local lawyers who will fight for you, call Mr. Josh Nydad today.
Call 859-777-7000 or visit honestdealers.com.
At the Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, we have activities galore, including video games, bowling, pool, delicious food at Champions, plus karaoke and live entertainment 7 days a week. Enjoy the climate-controlled patio, watch NFL football, and your Kentucky Wildcats all season long. The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Bar and Grill, just off exit 87 at 1025 Amberley Way in Richmond.
When inclement weather hits the greater Richmond area, you can count on Richmond's very own WBON TV9 news team. Continuing news team coverage of traffic alerts, power outages, road conditions, and traffic impacts like accidents or downed trees. Accurate forecast, watches and warnings, local cancellations and delays, and official information from Emergency Management and the National Weather Service. Be sure to like and follow WBON TV on Facebook for breaking news, alerts, watches, and warnings. And log on to WBONTV.com for all the news on your schedule. Count on WBON TV 9 and our media partners 100.7 FM The Coyote for outstanding team coverage when you need it most. Thanks for watching Richmond's very own Channel 9.
The Madison Central softball team came into the season with many expecting it to be a rebuilding year. As the team awaits return from spring break, they currently sit with a 9-2 record with big game versus Scott County coming up next Monday. Earlier this week, head coach Randy Hall spoke with our Michael Watkins about the great start for his team. And that's today's Mammoth Bar and Girls Sports Report.
Coach, off to a great start. We were just talking about, how young you were coming into the season. You've had some incredible years back to back to back, and now you come into this season kind of a season of youth and inexperience, but your girls have answered the call and have played really well through the first 3 weeks of the season.
Yes, we really have. It was you never know what you're going to get each year. And especially this year with having to replace 4 of those seniors that graduated the previous year. Most of those had been 3 or 4 year starters, so they kind of had their positions locked up. And so you never know when some of these younger ones go from playing JV to going into varsity, because it's a completely different ball game. To play varsity, it's a different level, and then you add on the 11th region on top of that. It's just really, really tough, and not everybody can step up to the plate at a young age in the 11th region.
When you look at your pitching staff, you've used 5 different pitchers right now, and I think that's something, or is that something you kind of planned on coming into the season until you found maybe your conventional starter, or has that just kind of been a game by game scenario type thing?
Well, it's been a little bit game by game. I mean, when we could do some things in the fall, we could have our open fields and watch the girls practice. By having that many arms out there that can throw, we could see a lot of live pitching. So we got to see, how those pitchers would go against live batters. And it's always hard early on to know if, can we hit, or are our pitchers good, or vice versa. So it's hard until you really start playing. So we really didn't know, especially with last year having the 2 pitchers, that primarily pitched for us almost all year. They graduated, so we didn't really know who exactly was going to step up. But it's been pleasant surprise to be able to see all our pitchers, come in different roles and succeed.
When you look at your lineup too, it seems like there's been a lot of depth and consistency throughout the lineup. You've got, everybody's kind of hitting around the same. You've obviously got some of it that are up there in the 400 range thus far, but you've had a lot of, I think your entire lineup top to bottom have at least showed you at some point that they can contribute.
Exactly. I've kind of said to the girls, the last, or I said it this year, regarding the last 3 years or 4 years of, whenever they come out with that preseason poll by the coaches, and they pick the top 10 players of the region and all that. I mean, now the last 4 years of doing that, we've only had 1 player that was even listed, other than honorable mention. So we've only had 1 player in the top 10, and it was Cassidy Hack, who was in actually number 10. So I kind of feel pretty good that we're a team made up of more than just 1 or 2 stars. We have a lot of players that step up, and that's actually the way I'd rather it be.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports report. We've got lots more news coming up still here live at 5. Don't go anywhere. We're going to take a short commercial break. Right back with more news.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Michael Watkins, and Samantha Burford as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 p.m. on WBON Channel 9 and on radio at Y92.5, V99.3, and WKXO Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by Aero Auto Glass, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
When the awful Michigan weather makes its way down I-75, you want your vehicle ready for anything. Holland Sons Auto Care knows there's no good time to break down, but especially when it's ice cold outside. So get that preventative maintenance taken care of at Holland Sons on North Keeneland Drive in Richmond. Holland Sons works on the smallest repairs all the way up to major engine work, and they can work on Chevy, Mercedes, and everything in between. So no need to take your German car up to Lexington to overpay. When Holland Sons is just off exit 90 in Richmond, call 859-626-7695 for Holland Sons Auto Care.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
I love this card.
Thanks. Go Colonels. Is it here? Hey, Coach, it's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with the new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
It's that time of year when we are day and night driving with our kids all over. Your car never stops. At AMCO Transmissions, we make sure to keep you rolling. We have the latest technology, certified technicians, and longest warranty to keep your vehicles running strong. We specialize in all foreign and domestic transmissions, drivetrain, or just general maintenance. Did you know at AMCO, the average customer saves $1,800 in comparison to the dealer? And AMCO has a longer warranty. Come see us at AMCO Transmission for the best service and the cheapest prices around. AA MCO.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond has you covered with all your battery needs, plus they're your local stop for U-Haul and your vehicle key and fob headquarters. Check out their new auto detail shop, Aces Detailing, located at Batteries Unlimited. They do simple detailing with a deep, thorough clean for the inside, wash and wax options for the outside, and a deep clean of the engine bay when your ride is dirty. Check out Aces Detailing at Batteries Unlimited.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON TV Channel 9. A lawsuit has been filed against a Fayette County assistant prosecutor claiming he took nude photos of a woman getting a spray tan in April of 2024. In the lawsuit, the victim alleges that the unidentified male subject, who was working under Fayette County Attorney Angela C. Evans at the time of the incident, allegedly took the photos without the victim's consent. According to the suit, the victim was getting a spray tan at an apartment complex across the street from Evans' office when she reportedly saw the unnamed man had his phone out and was staring at her. The spray tan technician then helped to cover up the victim. The lawsuit goes on to allege that the man realized that the victim noticed him before he allegedly turned off his office light and continued to hold out the phone facing the woman. The victim, the lawsuit adds, requested through her legal counsel that the phone be inspected to check that no photos or videos were taken. However, according to the suit, Evans refused to allow an inspection of the subject's phone. The claim listed against Evans in the lawsuit reportedly include negligence, negligent hiring, training, supervision, and retention, and causation and damage. The claim lists against the unknown man reportedly include negligence, voyeurism, distribution of sexually explicit images without consent, and causation and damages. The victim additionally requested the following damages be listed: actual consensual, incidental, and foreseeable damages, punitive damages, attorney's fees, costs, and expenses. This is a developing story. Of course, we'll keep you up to date with that. But as for now, we have come to the end of another Live at 5. Thanks so much for joining us today. Of course, we'll be right back here tomorrow. Michael on the anchor desk tomorrow with more news, weather, and sports. Have a great weekend.